in the building, man. Hit that like button as you come on in, man. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Figured I'll show my face today. Got this microphone. Hopefully this shit you guys can hear me. Hit that like button. No special effects or nothing like that. Right? No special effects, no funny business, just boxing talk. No intros today, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Disgusting behavior by the police, bro. And I'm friends with the guy, Quasim, the security guard dude you see with Bud, the big guy. I'm friends with him on Facebook. He the one that told me that Bud's strong as shit. But yeah, they got pulled over. There's with Coach Malachi, and they got pulled over in Bud's car. They ran the plates and everything. They knew it was Bud. They were still trying to act a fool, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that one in the chat if you can hear me. I just want to make sure the audio's good because I may have to turn this microphone off if it ain't working. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. All right, cool. All right, cool. Salute to everybody, man. Hope everybody's doing well. Was gonna start the the next series, but I figured I'd wait till next week. What's up, bud? Go stop Canelo. Salute to everybody in the building. Hopefully YouTube work better than StreamYard too, man. I'm doing it right off YouTube today because sometimes StreamYard be acting crazy. But yeah, man, Bud Crawford and them got hemmed up on his birthday, man. You know what I'm saying? Guns drawn and shit. Like what's up with all that, bro? What's up with Omaha? You know what I'm saying? Had the Omaha kid out here looking crazy with the guns drawn on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't a good look. If I was the chief of police, or if I was high up, I'd be pissed if that happened. If I was the mayor of Omaha, I'd be fucking pissed. You know what I'm saying? The dude just got the keys to the city. You know what I'm saying? He putting Omaha on the map and shit, and this the same day the law enforcement got a bone to pick with him. Salute to everybody, man. Hit that like button. Been a relatively slow week in boxing, though. I'll tell you that. It's been pretty slow. Nothing really going down. I think once we get to like October, you know what I'm saying, that's when things gonna start heating up. John Boots Ennis fighting next. Hey, they knew who they pulled over, man. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what the angle was. Like, what was the purpose? Should have asked for a fucking autograph. That's what he should have did. He should have asked for an autograph. You said Crawford got lucky? He might have, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He might have got lucky, bro. It could have, I got the clip too, but I can't play it right now. But it could have been bad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That could have ended up bad, but I guess they're gonna handle it according to Quasim. He said they gonna handle the situation, so yeah, hopefully it gets handled the right way. Like, you can't be doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? You said Q told them they had legal firearms. Yeah. What's up, Marv? What's up, bro? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about with Q. Q gave a rundown on Facebook. And they not happy about it. You know what I'm saying? They not happy about it at all. Had the whole parade for the dude. You know what I'm saying? So you know the whole city knew about it, right? You figure Omaha was all out. The city of Omaha was for Crawford. You know every police officer knew about this. That cop knew who he was. He had a bone to pick. I would say Crawford should have, see, things would have got ugly. Let me stop, man. I'm not some young guy no more talking crazy. I would have said Crawford should have beat his ass, but that's not the right way to go either. So it's just one of those things, man. You know, you the best fighter in the world, on top of the world, and then you got some scumbag with a yeah, trying to make an example out of you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the whole agenda is with that. You said 30,000 people? Damn. 30,000 people showed up for the kid. You know what I'm saying? So you know the whole police department knew who it was? Yeah, he got the keys to the city. That's crazy too. I'm glad nothing happened though. You know what I'm saying? It could have been really fucking bad. With all the good momentum, you know, a lot of good things happen. Then they say bad things happen too. Glad nothing bad happened. But they had guns, you know, due to security. He trains people on firearms and everything. So unfortunately, he's not law enforcement himself to where, you know, situations like this could be prevented if he was actually law enforcement. But yeah, you would still think that, you know, the police would, I mean, shit, ask for a fucking autograph, a picture. Hey man, my son wanted to meet you, blah, blah, blah. I could take, you know what I'm saying? Nah, he was a straight dickhead. If I was police chief, lieutenant, I'd be looking to suspend that motherfucker. Salute to everybody in the building. Now they talking about Bud and, what they talking about? Bud and Janabek. You know, all these guys now. I'm like, you know what? Let me stand on my soapbox and tell y'all, hell nah, y'all ain't getting no fight. You know, you ain't getting a fight. It's our turn now. Nah, you ain't getting no fight, man. What have you done? You ain't sold no pay-per-views. You ain't fought nobody. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta earn your way for a Crawford fight now. Yeah, you gotta come on this side of the street. You know what I'm saying? We doing all that now. We putting up hurdles. We putting up obstacles. We coming up with false narratives. We doing all that. We doing what y'all was doing. Salute to everybody in the building. You said don't say Janabek's name. He will do bad things to Bud. Avoid that man like to play. He's a mix of Triple G and Loma. Bud stops Janabek too, man. He stops Janabek, then what? You know what I'm saying? Then what? Then he just fought another Eastern European guy that nobody heard of. This is just a pointless fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just a pointless fight. Janabek's tough, though. I'm just talking shit. He's tough, though. I don't know, man. Crawford can do what he wants, though, at this point. Nah, Bud didn't get arrested. He almost got arrested. I got the video. Maybe I'll put it in my stories for you guys to see it. But, yeah, they told the officer they had the guns in the car, you know. And the cop, you know, went cowboy mode. He went cowboy. You said Bud's my favorite boxer. He must avoid that fight. Hey, man, I ain't mad at you, bro. Bud Crawford could do what he wants to do now. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to fight Janabek, I doubt it. But if he does, then I'm all with it. If he wants to fight Lara, I'm all with it. But I don't know, man. I don't think there's anything out there, man. He should just do a bum of the month club or something. You said the police wicked here, just like everywhere else. Yeah, man. Yeah, the police is wicked, bro. They wicked. Yeah, he had a bone to pick with Crawford. He might have went to his school or something. You know what I'm saying? He might have went to Bud's school or something. Bud's one of those dudes. Bud was a bully, so Bud probably hit him or something. Dude, he probably remember who dude was. Cop said, "It's my chance to get him." Yeah, they ran a place. They seen it was Terence Crawford. They said, "Yeah, let me get him." So you said Bud should stay away from Janabek. Janabek is a tough fighter, though. I ain't gonna lie. He is tough. He's tough. But Crawford, he ain't getting no. There's no ducking passes or nothing. Meaning he could do what he wants, like Canelo. Yeah, it was some old beef, Chassis. Some old beef from high school. You know what I'm saying? They mad dude, the kid shining. They thought he wasn't gonna be shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a knucklehead back in the day. Then he turned out to be one of the most recognized sports figures in modern history. Yep, one of the most recognized guys and an inspiration to a lot of young people. And he mad. You said they said Bud was reckless driving. Yeah, they said something about reckless something. You said you seen Shakur and Ward at the gas station. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. You said you believe Bud could have KO'd Canelo? I think so. The way that fight was playing out, he was damn near knocking dude out, man. We ain't never seen Canelo wobble like that. We ain't never seen Canelo wobble like that. Oh, you said peep the hate oozing off boots? Yeah, man. I knew y'all was gonna look at that like that. And it do come off, it do kind of seem like some low-key hating. You fell asleep, you know what I'm saying? And you know, motherfuckers fall asleep. That's normal, but nah, man. He can't sleep. You couldn't sleep, dog. There was no sleep for you. You was over there helping Canelo fight. You was supposed to watch that fight. There was no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I know if I had some invested interest in the fight to the degree that he had, there was no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I trained 3 times a day. There's no sleep. I gotta see what happened. See if I help this dude out or not. Sure enough, it didn't help at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Boots, I don't know, man. Boots got some work to do as far as win the fans over. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing a good job at that. He ain't doing a good job at all. He said it was a good win for him. Yeah, it was kind of like dry and shit. It was dry. You know what I'm saying? It was dry. It was dry as hell. I mean, we can't expect Boots to be jumping up and down for joy. Like, yeah, man, like Timothy Bradley or something, you know, because Timothy Bradley is like, that's like his little bro. So there's a different type of, relationship there. But John Ennis was a rival. You can't really expect him to do that. But he was kind of hating low key. He was, because he didn't think Crawford could do it. He thought Canelo was gonna be too big for him. Nah, man, he ain't too big for him. He'll stop Boots too, though. Crawford stops Boots too. He stops Boots. There ain't no way in hell. Stops him. You said, why Bud? Y'all scared of Bud? Because Bud don't need to fight Benavidez. That's why. And Benavidez said the same thing. Benavidez said, man, look, man, I'm not going down to 68. I'm going to 75, and I'm fighting cruiserweight. Those gonna be my career marks. Not going down to 68 to fight on a aging former welterweight. That's not the move for Benavidez. Benavidez is not a coward. So he's not about to go down and try to fight this older, smaller guy when he can fight the younger guys in his weight class and above. So no, Crawford and Benavidez is not happening. I'm the matchmaker now. No, Benavidez, the fight's not happening. You said Boots is still being baby with soft opponents. I don't know, man. Boots got to step up, man. After Lima, he got to step all the way the fuck up, bro. He got to step all the way up, bro. Nobody's playing with him. Boxing fans is not playing with Jerron Ennis, bro. Because all these dudes is taking these risks. You know, Shakur moving up to fight T.O., you know what I'm saying? Devin moving up to fight Norman. Bud moved up to fight. Everybody moving up fighting killers, man. Boo Boo moved up to fight Benavidez in a losing effort, but he moved up to do it. Well, he didn't necessarily move up, but that wasn't his weight class for real, for real. You said Bush had 2 more fights? Yeah, you could tell they kind of contemplating it. You could tell him and his team thinking about it. Like, what's out there that makes sense, that have us interested at this point? What's up, Jason Williams? Salute. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. What's up, Falcon? Salute. You said Bud the Beaver. Bud beats Beaver too. Bud beats Beaver too. You said you think Keyshawn's next? We go see. He got to keep his mental shit together though. He can't be out here acting a fool and crashing out. Then he definitely got next. Him and Shakur. I wonder how that's gonna work out. You know, they around the same weight class and. You said Bud versus Virgil. It's an easy fight. I mean, if he beat Canelo Alvarez, bro, I mean, I don't see nobody else beating him. I don't see nobody beating Crawford, bro. You said Beef was too big. They got similar reach. Crawford got an inch longer than Beef, surprisingly, but Beef got like a nice little height advantage. And Beef was a pretty active puncher. I don't know, it's a tough fight. It's a tough fight. Beef was definitely a tough fight. Eastern Europeans seem to give Crawford his toughest matchups anyway. You said nobody else needs to fight. There's nobody else to fight, for real, for real. Unless he just want to give the fans a show and shit. You know, just, you know, put up some shows for the fans. But really, there's no real meaningful fights out there right now. It's just not. Unless he want to beat up on Boots. But Boots ain't going to come up, you know what I'm saying, to see Crawford. And Crawford ain't going back down. Boots will have to come up. But, you know, Boots, he might need a tune-up. So, you say you would like to see Benavidez fight Jay. I think Benavidez is going to struggle with some of these bigger dudes. Some of the bigger guys, he's going to struggle a little bit. You say he should retire? Yeah, I think he should retire too, bro. I think he should retire. I mean, part of me wants to still see him fight again, like 1 or 2 more times. But at the same time, it's like, man, what's left out there, bro? You already beat the final boss in Canelo Alvarez. There's nothing left, man. You said Boots is a major step down business-wise? Yeah, Boots ain't did nothing yet. He ain't did nothing yet. You said retire and move out of Omaha, ain't it? You said let him get some exhibitions in? Yeah, if Tank can do it, Bud can do it. That's what I'm saying. Let Bud Crawford get some exhibitions. You know what I'm saying? Let him do it. If Tank can do it. You said Boots is overrated? I'm waiting to see if it's true or not, man. If he's really overrated or not. I don't think he is. A lot of you guys seem to believe so. But only time will tell, man. He ain't fought nobody for us to really know for sure yet. I mean, I guess you could say Kukachan is a guy, but we don't know. You know, we ain't seen Kukachan since, man. We ain't seen Karen since, man. Ain't seen him. I ain't got no furniture yet in my crib. But, yeah, man, we ain't seen him. Ugh. You said Janabek. Man, Janabek big as a motherfucker, man. I damn near question is this dude, is he like a weight bully or something? Because he's like three weight classes bigger than Bud. He's like three weight classes bigger than Bud. You said Mijamov got a better resume. Oh yeah, we got Keith Thurman fight coming up soon. They've been doing a great job of promoting that shit. They've been doing a terrible job. I forgot all about the Keith Thurman fight. They ain't been promoting it. They said, nah, man. They need that Jake Paul money to stay afloat. Timothy Bradley did have a point with that. That could be the case for the whole Tank Davis thing, that PBC needs Tank to take the Jake Paul fight to keep them afloat, because they don't got nobody fronting them the money like they used to no more. So they're using Tank Davis now because Errol Spence ain't in the picture. So they're using Tank now to keep PBC afloat. And Tank got to bite the bullet and fight Jake Paul right now. You know what I'm saying? But Tank Davis, I don't know about that dude though. That's just what Timothy Bradley said. It did kind of make sense. But Tank Davis also is a coward. And he acts like one too. Yeah, they did Bud dirty on his birthday, bro. Crazy, and in his own city. Rep the shit out of Omaha, Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? Rep Omaha like no other. But that cop didn't give a shit, bro. That's why people don't like the police. You know what I'm saying? You could have just used some discretion, be like, man, this is Bud Crawford, man. I'm about to get a ticket. I'm about to get an autograph, get a picture. You know what I'm saying? Let me see you with the belt, champ. I'm gonna show these to my kids. All that. Nah, man, he didn't give a shit about none of that. So the police chief should fire his punk ass, honestly. Crawford got the key to the city, so what's the key to the city mean? What's the point of having the key to the city if you can't unlock some things? Yeah, unlock the policy to fire that damn cop. Pulling us over, pulling out guns and shit. Got a key to the city. Okay, Mayor, what does this key do? Because, you know, that's like kind of special, right? Getting a key to a city. So that means the police shouldn't be fucking with him. Yeah, they had a gun in the car, but the security, Bud's bodyguard dude is he's like a trained dude. But he's not law enforcement, so you know how that goes. Yeah, I'm gonna get the panels and stuff set up soon, man. I'm gonna get the panels and everything set up soon. Hey, yeah, the key to the city should come with some authority, bro, for sure. But it doesn't. Apparently it doesn't. But we go see what happened. You would think it came with some authority. Let me see. Yeah, you would think it came with some authority. Yeah, y'all smash that like button, man. You said Omaha police released a statement? What they say? Shit, I wonder if I can kind of close this out real quick and go look. Let me see something. Chat. Start a poll. I'm just trying to see what all these buttons do on this screen. What they say in the police statement, though? You say you hope Lima gives Booth some smoke. I do too, bro. We need to see him challenged, man. I mean, this ain't even like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This ain't, you said they didn't apologize? Yeah, Omaha police, man. Get up out of Omaha, dog. They may start fucking with him. They may start fucking with him. He might want to get up out of there. He might want to get up out of there. You said they said it's under investigation. Yeah, we'll see, man. We gonna see. They better do something. Bud is undisputed at 168. Not 160, man. You said all in the wake of Charlie Kirk. Is Omaha open carry state? I know over here is. Shit, black folks didn't do nothing to Charlie Kirk though. You know what I'm saying? Black folks didn't do nothing to Charlie Kirk. Also, they're not an open carry state. You said concealed is okay. Wait, is it? I think my state is concealed too. I think my state is concealed. I can't remember. You say Team Crawford keep them blicks. Yeah, they do. I heard some stories. Definitely heard some stories. Sometimes you just got to keep a blick just because you could fight. You know what I'm saying? If you a dude that can fight and shit, you got to damn near have a blick just because the other person going to be scared. You go beat their ass, so they go pop you. So you got to have the heat of your damn self just because other people have it. Because you can fight your ass off all you want to. They pull out that blick, you gonna be in some shit. So it's best that you have one too. That's kind of how it goes. Hey, Bomac had one too. Remember that when he got in trouble in the UK? Yeah. Yeah, these dudes keep the blickies, bro. They know how to fight and everything, but they know what's up, man. You still got to keep that heat. Yeah, Bomac was strapped going into the UK. Hold on. He was strapped going to the UK. Bomac is like Bud's big bro, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like the big homie. Without Bomac, there probably would be, it wouldn't be, well, you know, he probably wouldn't be where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Bomac and the team, you know what I'm saying? Those guys is a big part of the reason, you know. Other than that, man, ain't too much other stuff been going on in boxing. Really nothing going on this week. It's been a slow week. I think it's going to be slow until we get to, October. Jerron Booth and his fights in a couple of weeks. Then I think Keith Thurman fights after that. Then I think we got the Benavidez card and everything. So this boxing's going to start heating up in about another week or so. Yeah, Coach Malachi was in the car as well. Yeah. Yeah, y'all get those likes up, man. Get those likes up, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. What should Bud do? What should Bud do? What should he box? Like, should he retire? Should he box? I don't know, man. I think he should. I think he should go ahead and retire, though. Go ahead and retire. Everybody says 160, and that could be, an option. He'd probably be even stronger at 160 as far as punching power. I say he could do it. You know, go get Laura's belt. Who else got the belt? Janabek, I think. Adamas, who he sparred with. That's a lot of work getting all those belts though. At 38 years old, trying to collect all those belts. That's a lot of work. Do he got time for all that? You know what I'm saying? I could see if somebody already had like 3 of the belts already or something like that. You said the hater, he should retire because the haters, they lost money betting against him. They shouldn't have bet against him. I've been telling people for a long, everybody in this dojo, we've been telling everybody, man. And now they looking crazy. Now they looking crazy. Took them this long to recognize how good Bud is. Took him that long. So when he's 38 years old, that's when he finally getting the credit that he deserves. Almost 40 years old. It's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy. You said Janabek versus Lara. Yeah, they should have been fought, man. Oh yeah, I think Janabek is supposed to be the co-main on Janabek Adams supposed to be rumored to be the co-main on the Shakur Stevenson card. That should be good. That should be good. The Janabek is just big, bro. He really should be at like 175 with his big ass. But I think his reach is only like 71 or some shit. So I don't know, man. You know, Janabek don't got the longest arms. Crawford arms is still way longer than his, but he is the naturally much smaller guy. Yeah, they say Janabek and Adames should be in the works. This is just something that I seen on Twitter. That fight might be the co-main on the Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez card. So that should be pretty good. Somebody must have hit the like button on their way out. A dislike button. Canelo probably thought it was sweet, but then a part of him probably like, man, this is gonna be tough too. I mean, he did say he trained his hardest. Contrary to what I was saying, he claimed that he was training his hardest, and he was trying to be prepared for everything. I mean, come on, man. Look at what his peers got to do. He brought in Jerron Boots Ennis for Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad Crawford is. They had to bring in Boots Ennis. You said, are we 100% sure T on Shakur fighting? We ain't 100% sure yet. Teofimo, they probably still trying to get the contract and everything going. But I think Shakur is ready for it. I think Shakur ready for him. Now, Janabek got to prove that. Top 5 most skilled. Nah, you got to prove that shit, bro. You got to prove that shit. We can't be giving these guys these titles when we got dudes that's been doing this shit for like decades and shit. For like a decade, we've been watching certain guys and shit. And then the new guy on the scene, the most skilled, nah, bro. He got to show us. He got to put in some fucking work, dog. Before I say he's top 5 most skilled, I got to see him do that to some real people too, not some bums. The same shit he's doing to these guys, I need to see him do it to some people with a post. You go up in there and do that shit to Adames, then we may be talking about something. But right now, we can't just be putting these titles on these new guys. They ain't did shit. You ain't did shit, bro. You said all money and good, Bud should just retire and protect his family. I say he should retire, bro. I think he should retire. Ultimately. But if he decides to stick around, I mean, what's out there? Nah, Bud didn't get arrested. He didn't get arrested. Yeah, if you want to let him fight, man. But if you want to retire, then go ahead and retire. It probably had to be something he.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
All right, now.
It had to be probably something he get excited for. You know what I'm saying? You say you hear Ladamus and Lara. I ain't heard about no Lara ducking them, but I'm hearing that him and Ladamus supposed to be fighting next. Janibek got to show me first. You know what I'm saying? He got to show me. Yeah, he looks good, but I gotta see him do that against somebody. Cause when these dudes get in there with somebody, then they look ordinary. You know what I'm saying? And Bud Crawford set the bar pretty high because he made elite fighters look ordinary. He made elite fighters look ordinary. So these guys got to show me some shit, bro. We gotta see, Jan. We gotta see what Janibek, man. We gotta see. We gotta see. If there's a Adames fight, I hope that Adames fight happens. That's a really, really good fight. Really, really good test. I don't even know. Like, we bringing up Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis. He deleted his whole Twitter, by the way. You know what I'm saying? He deleted his whole Twitter account. I told you guys, what I tell y'all about Tank? When the going gets rough, you know what I'm saying? He gets the fuck up out of there every single time. When it gets really rough, he gets up out of there, bro. When it gets too rough for him, in any situation, he's getting out of there. On Twitter, he got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? That's what he owned, dog. Yeah, Tank deleted his ex, bro. This is what everybody's saying, dog, that he deleted his ex. Right after that little spat with Shakur, he deleted his whole shit, man. What a sucker, bro. Absolute joke, man. I told y'all about Tank. Whenever shit gets hot, he gets up out of there. He deleted his whole Twitter account because Shakur Stevenson was putting that heat on him. And fans was putting that heat on him too. So he got up out of there. How you gonna sell this fight with Jake now? You ain't got no social media. You a social media kid. Where your shit at? I'm telling you, man. Good riddance if he retires. Good riddance. Good riddance. He wasn't giving us no fights for real anyway. Oh yeah, Tank did when he did that to Carmel? Come on, man. I forgot all about that. How you gonna do that to your little bro? How you gonna do that to your little Tank? Fuck Tank Davis, bro. Fuck him. Not a fan at all. If you like Tank Davis, you is not gonna like this channel. He's a sucker. That dude is a sucker, bro. Yeah, he did Carmel dirty. Carmel didn't even do nothing. John Jones is a GOAT, though. John Jones is a proven GOAT. John Jones can kind of go out how he wants. Tank Davis Tank Davis then did nothing in comparison to John. You can't even put them in the same sentence, bro. Tank Davis and John Jones can't even be in the same sentence, dog. Tank Davis not even cut from that kind of cloth. John Jones just playing games with the UFC. Because he wants to get paid like these boxers get paid for his GOAT status. You know what I'm saying? He's the GOAT. He wants to get paid like a GOAT, but the UFC ain't paying him like a GOAT. So John go be playing games. You said Bud is fighting Saudi next? Nah, man, Bud about to pack it up, man. He packing it up, dog. Yeah, I say, when is that Tank fight? Oh, What's his name was on the card though? Gary Antoine. So that should be pretty good. I like that one. Gary Antoine versus Andy Hiroka. I think that's gonna be a good fight. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? But Tank and Jake, I might just turn it off after the what's the name fight. You said it could have ended very bad for Bud. Yeah, it could have. It could have really ended bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it didn't. It could have really ended bad. It could have been crazy. The headline news today could have been totally different. It could have been totally different. You said they need to make a movie? Yeah, Bud could make a movie out of his career, bro. Yeah, Gary Antoine Russell, he looked at nice in his last fight too. He struggled against Postal, but he looked good against his last fight. But Gary Antoine gets avoided. His brother gets avoided. You almost forgot that Gary Antoine was a fighter. You know, you kind of forget that he's in a mix at 140 pounds because nobody never really mentions his name. So, hopefully he makes the best of this opportunity at this Tank Davis card fighting that Jake Paul dude. Hopefully Jake knocks Tank out too. That would be the best case scenario. Tank Davis gets knocked out by Jake. Call me a hater. I don't give a shit. Hopefully Jake Paul knocks out Tank Davis. Now Gary, in his last fight, he fought kind of different. He didn't fight like Sean Porter his last fight. You said who looked better in their last fight? Gary, Antoine? They both looked good. They both looked good. You said Tank go whoop Paul? Man, I don't even think Tank can whoop Paul for real, dog. Jake Paul fought him for real. Yeah, Tank will land some shots and stuff like that. But he'll have to jump to punch Jake for one. And nah, man, Jake Paul, he's a pretty strong dude. He'll punch the shot of Tank, man. It's going to be a lot of running around, though, anyway. This whole little thing with Jake Paul. It's going to be a lot of zipping and darting. Tank just running and you know, getting in the corner. And then he'll go run out of the corner. And then it's going to be a lot of running around. They're going to make millions of dollars for Jake Paul to be in the ring chasing Tank around the whole time. They're going to make millions off this shit. I don't really care for Tank, so, you know. It's not necessarily a fight I'm looking forward to or anything like that. Yeah, he got hit with a Shoryuken. Yeah, man, he got to jump and hit him with a dragon punch just to land a shot and shit, man. Like, man, nobody trying to watch that shit, bro. Go get in there with Lamont, dude. What you on? Go fight Shakur. Oh, no, I'm not trying to give him money because I'm going to be helping that side. Man, shut your bitch ass up, dog. What side, bro? Like, Shakur is out here pretty much solo right now. What you mean, what side? Stop being a fucking bitch. Fuck that dude, bro. See, don't even talk about Tank, because I start getting pissed off and shit. Tank is I mean, he's a real boxer and shit, but man, Jake Paul should be able to hammer that guy in the ground. Fuck boxing. I'll hammer his ass to the ground. Boom, hammer his little ass into the ground. He's way too big for him. Way too big. It's a stupid fight, man. It's just stupid. Just a waste of time. Yeah, ain't it? Anybody that's still saying they're a Tank fan is kind of mentally ill at this point. He disrespects his fans too. That's another thing I don't like. Like, how you gonna disrespect your fans, bro? Like, what kind of shit is that? Shut up and be a fan. Man, shut your little, man, I'll punt the shit out of that little, man, fuck Tank, bro. Don't get me started on Tank, bro, because I be Just don't do it, man. Because I get fucking really pissed off talking about this dude. Such a coward. Such a coward, man. Such a coward. He running from Shakur too. Just running from him. Just running for his dear life. You know what I'm saying? Just running for his dear life from Shakur. He talked a lot of shit and then he deleted his whole social media account. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, dude. You deleted your whole X account, bro. Come on, man. Jake Paul should be roasting the shit out of his ass. Yeah, the 6-fight deal. Yeah, he's talking about he's retiring after this with Jake Paul. So just go ahead and get up out of here, man. Just move on out the way, man. So we ain't gonna worry about you no more, dog. You said he wouldn't get president. Hey, I'll say that shit in front of him, dog. Like, I ain't one of these, like, nerd dudes, bro. Like, I'm not that guy. I can see you're a Tank fan and you're pretty upset. After he told you to shut the fuck up and be a fan. Nah, man, I don't rock like that. Fuck Tank Davis. I'll say that in his face. Like, I am not one of these dudes that's scared because you box, bro. I'm not. I'm not one of these guys, dog. I'm not one of these dudes that's scared of him because he boxed. Some dude like 5'4", bro. I used to fight. Like, what are we talking about, bro? I'll knee that motherfucker in his face. Like, what are we talking about, bro? I won't be boxing a boxer. Are you serious? I'll say that shit. That's why I don't go to those pressers and shit. They wouldn't even let me in. You know what I'm saying? When he got one time to try to talk to me crazy. They'll throw me out, security and his bodyguards and shit be throwing me out and shit. It wouldn't be pretty. So it's best if I don't go to those. You said stop bringing your own people down. Man, miss me with that shit, bro. The way this dude be bringing his own people down, turning his back on Floyd Mayweather, little Cromell, man, miss me with the dick eating, dog. He's the biggest fraud in boxing, 100%. You want to say, pull the whole tearing your own people down shit, the way he be tearing people down? Come on, dog. Floyd ain't no big hater. Floyd put him on, dog. Floyd was protecting that dude. And he tried to take the training wheels off, but Tank didn't want to do it. I don't care if Tank like me or not, bro. I'm not a fan, bro. I don't give a shit, bro. I do not care, bro. I don't care about his fights. I don't think he's the best fighter. None of that. He's just a dude that could put on a show. You know what I'm saying? He's a marketable fighter. That's it. A media creation. Floyd Mayweather and them created him. We don't even know how good dude is for real, for real. He talk a lot of shit, and he ain't fought none of his fellow peers at all. These young boys coming up in the game, surpassing him and shit. I don't care what no Tank Davis fan got to say. Tank, what Shakur tell us years ago, Tank told him that he don't want to fight no tough fights. That he just want to fight these easy B-level dudes and make it his bag and go home. That's what he wants to do. He wants to bamboozle fans, and the jig is up. People's calling it out, and this is why he's so uncomfortable at these pressers. You don't hear shit from the motherfucker until he got a fight lined up. It was quiet as a motherfucker until he got this thing with Jake Paul lined up. As soon as that lined up, he get on social media talking shit. He's talking shit, pressure get put on him. Fans and Shakur Stevenson jumping down his throat. You know what I'm saying? Then he gets up out of there and deletes his whole social media account. Man, get up out of here, dog. He said Shakur is a girl. Shakur is trying to prove himself in boxing. Hey, thank you, comeback kid. Even Ray Jackson, who was one of the biggest Tank fans, was telling Tank to fight Shakur. What Shakur call him? Tank started talking shit to Ray. Ray was his biggest supporter on Twitter. He started talking shit to Ray Jackson. Come on, man. When your own fans is out here telling you, like, look, man, we can't keep defending this shit, bro. When you go, shut up and just watch boxing. Dude like 5'3", telling you to shut up and watch boxing. Bro, I will jump on you like a trampoline, bro. I will jump on you like a fucking trampoline, little dude. Come on, man. It ain't no politics, it's cowardice. His team wanted him to rematch Lamont Roach. Why? Because that was the honorable thing to do. That's what warriors do. He should have rematched Lamont Roach. What'd he do? Nah, man, I'm gonna get this bag and go home. I'm done with this shit. All right, man, get your bag and get the fuck up out of here. Nobody wants to see your ass fight no more. Lamont Roach got the juice now. Yeah, he be getting mad at his own fans, bro. He gets mad at his own fans. You don't never see fighters get mad at their own fans. Fighters be happy just to have some fucking fans. This dude be talking shit to his fan base. Hey, man, Tank, man, I rock with you, G, but, man, you got to fight Lamont. Man, why don't you just shut up and be a fan? Or F up. Go eat a dick. He be talking shit, bro. Like, but this is what you own, Yak. That's your boy, man. That's your boy, man. He don't even be talking shit to the haters. He talks shit to his fans. Yeah, man, it just fell into a Tank conversation out of nowhere. We got a super Tank fan in the chat right now, and he's getting kind of in his feelings because we brutally honest about Gervonta Davis over here. Nah, man, we ain't got to be one with Tank though. Not with people like Tank Davis, who leaves pregnant women hanging and all this type of shit and all this little shit left AB hanging and shit. Nah, bro, you talk about your own people. Come on, man. He looked at black woman in her eyes. She said, help me. He took off and ran. Adrian Broner, his big bro, about to fight the Charlos. AB stood his ground. Tank Davis ran off. Charlo said, yeah, look at him running because he a pussy. Yeah, I got the video. Left his brother hanging. So miss me on that fucking shit. His little brother, Kermel, little baby Tank, shitted on him, disrespected him for no reason. Told him you ain't fight on my card, all this shit. Disrespected Floyd Mayweather. Man, don't even get me started on that. Don't even pull that card out right now. Not with Tank Davis, who's supposed to be a Muslim. Get out of here. I'll beat the shit out of Tank. How about that? I'm old and I'll beat Tank's ass. He don't want no smoke. No, you don't got to remove him. Tank Davis will run from me. He'll have security and all these other people. He'll run from me. Tank Davis would run, bro. He would run like he do all the time. He runs. He only boxed because his rules. You saw what he did with Lamont. It got rough in there. He tried to find a way out. He took a knee and tried to run because it got rough up in there. He didn't know what to do. Every time it gets rough in there, he tried to find a little clever. Don't get me started on this little nigga, bro. Don't get me started on him. Man, we stomping on Lil Tank, bro. We jumping on him like a trampoline. Bounce his little ass out of boxing. Get up out of here, bro. We don't rock with you. We don't rock with you, Tank. Keep your social media deleted. You know what I'm saying? Go get your bag from Jake. We don't need to see you no more. Lamont got the juice now. I don't see not too many people taking up for Tank these days, bro. Tank disrespected his own fans, dog. Like, how you disrespect your fans, bro? You know what I'm saying? Just shut up and be a fan. Just be a fan. He wants y'all to just shut up and take what he give you. Y'all go fuck up his plans. See, he don't got Floyd and Leonard to do all the talking and manipulating no more. He don't have that no more. So he gets really agitated at these pressers because they ask the uncomfortable questions and he don't want to get put into a situation to where he got to fight Shakur and them. You know what I'm saying? He gets very uncomfortable. That's what happens. Tank ain't even respected in boxing like that, bro. He's not even respected. That money shit don't make you like respected, bro. You don't get respected because there's a lot of rich busters and suckers and losers out there, bro. A lot of dudes with money, they're still a fucking lame, a sucker, a coward. There's rich cowards. He think that just because he got money, that makes him like the best and shit like that. He's the face. Wait, no, he said he's not the face no more and that boxing is dead. He don't even want to carry the mantle or nothing. Just get him out of here, man. Just go, bro. You said when? Keyshawn coming back? Keyshawn should be coming back soon, man. Keyshawn got to get his shit together, man. Keyshawn doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That was a bad look from Keyshawn and his bros, man. They got to kind of ease their way back into things. That wasn't a good look from Keyshawn, man. But Keyshawn is supremely talented, and he should have next. Now, nobody wants to fight Shakur, bro. They just don't. And if T.O. gets in the ring with him, T.O. gets my respect, bro. Because even though Teofimo, he said a lot of fucked up shit, right? I can't call him a coward or no shit like that. I cannot do it. He fought Loma. He talks his shit, right? But he still show up to these fights. You know what I'm saying? He still show up. He still be out there, bro, to where these guys could pull up on him. You know what I'm saying? Him and Devin seem to have squashed their beef. Him and Shakur seem to have squashed the beef. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Tank don't move like that. He don't be showing up at the fights. After all that shit he be talking, nah, he don't show up at the fights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, T.O. show up at the fights, bro. We can say a lot about Teofimo, but we can't call him a punk. That's one thing we can't say about Teofimo. And then if he fights Shakur, he's definitely not a punk. You said T.O. ducked Devin. T.O. ducked Devin, and they all seem to be ducking Shakur. T.O. ducked Devin. They playing games with Devin. But T.O. fought some people though. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can't call him he fought a Loma. That should have been Tank's fight. He fought a Josh Taylor. He fought some people. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say nothing too bad about Teofimo. And then he putting pressure on dudes, whether he's pump faking or not, he still be showing up to these fights though. You know what I'm saying? He don't be sitting at home on his Twitter or nothing. He be at the fights, bro. So I say he got more heart than Tank. I think Tank ducked T.O., bro. I say Tank ducked T.O., man. What Tank say when T.O. wanted to fight? How many tickets you sold? That's what he said to Shakur. How much you making fighting T.O.? That don't matter, man. We about to make history, though. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Shakur's a nightmare, bro. Y'all seen the clip with him and Andre Ward? Andre Ward might be a little rusty, but man, he pieced the shit out of Shakur, Andre Ward with that little shadow boxing session, man. Shakur's a sharp little dude, man. A super sharp little dude. Yeah, Floyd wanted Tank to fight T.O. and Loma. Guess what? Neither fight happened. Neither fight happened, bro. Why? Because Tank didn't want those fights. And that's when Tank got mad at Floyd, because Floyd wanted Tank to kind of step it up a notch. And Tank got mad because he didn't want to take the Pampers off, dog. He wanted to still be pissing and walking around with that pissy diaper on. He didn't want to go potty train, a.k.a. fight Loma, a.k.a. fight Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to do none of that. He didn't want to do none of that, bro. Tank didn't want to fight T.O., bro. He didn't. And I think Tank could have beat T.O. And Tank is talented too. That's the thing. He got some fucking skills. But he ain't got the heart, bro. He don't got the heart. We seen what happened in the Lamont fight, bro. Lamont fight told me everything that I've been thinking about, dude. He got no heart, bro. When the going gets rough, he go look for a way out. So if you run to this dude in the back alley, is he gonna fight to the end? Is he willing to go to that dark place? I don't know. Because these boxing matches, that's one thing. Because I seen you take a knee after getting wind by your eye. You took a knee and tried to run out of the ring, and Lamont Roach was getting the better of you. You threw off the whole momentum. You threw off his momentum by doing that. Just like when he was getting his ass kicked by Hector Luis Garcia. Turned his head. Hector turned his head. Almost like a move off a boxing game. What's that? Ready to Rumble. Dude, turn your head, and then he just, you know what I'm saying, on some victorious boxer shit. Turn your head, and then everybody looking at the crowd, and he threw off the whole momentum of the fight. Just weird shit he be doing, bro. He had grease in his eye, bro. Bud Crawford had braids too. No grease moments. No, oh my eye. He got headbutted in the eye. Did he get to a knee, talk about timeout? Come on, man. You said he from Baltimore. And Baltimore is a rough place too, man. But not Tank Davis, I don't know if he... You said who did it better, John Jones or Bud Crawford? As far as dominance, Bud Crawford. But John Jones, only reason why I can't compare it is because John Jones had that little split when he had to rematch Daniel Cormier. Maybe that was just for financial reasons. And Alexander Gustafsson, one of the best fights of his career, in my opinion. Why I became a fan of John Jones. It was a split decision win for John Jones. And it was a fight that a lot of people thought he won. Oh, and they also thought he lost a few fights in his career with John Jones, man. We ain't never heard of that with Terence Crawford, man. Terence Crawford is the most dominant fighter in this century, bro. In this, what is this, century or decade? Whatever the fuck. He's the most dominant fighter in any sport, bro. In the past 20 years, Terence Crawford is the most dominant fighter in any sport. And I say that thinking about Muay Thai, kickboxing. Terence Crawford is the most dominant fighter in the past 20 years. John Jones is the GOAT, though. Let's not get it twisted now. But even he had some, close calls, tough, situations. Man, Bud smoked everybody. Smoked everybody like a pack of cools. His toughest fights was some Eastern European dudes that nobody really heard of. You said he dropped dirty. Yeah, that's another thing. Bones Jones popped hot, man. He popped hot, and that kind of tarnished his rep, to a degree. But it had no debatables, man. Terence Crawford is the most dominant fighter in any combat sport in the past 20 years. Unless somebody's been knocking everybody out, then retired, nobody's more dominant than Terence Crawford, bro. Name a guy. I can't think of nobody. In any sport, can't think of nobody. Nobody. That stepped in the ring or an octagon that was been as consistently as dominant as Terence Crawford, there has been nobody. That's how good he is, bro. It's not even Sanchai, the Muay Thai king of the combat sports world. Even he has he got millions of fights, but even he, you know what I'm saying? Like Terence Crawford, man, he's a motherfucker, bro. You said Khabib? Man, Khabib had, man, I don't know, man. Khabib, I felt like he left a lot of food on the table. Hey, he said even Tom Brady lost. Man, Bud's been dominant over 12 years straight, bro. Come on, man. Not even Floyd Mayweather. TBE, bro. I mean, Bud Crawford's a motherfucker, man. He should go ahead and retire. You said SOG is the closest? Yeah, but he had one debatable with Kovalev, though. Even the great Andre Ward, you know what I'm saying, who retired undefeated, who did everything he supposed to do in his career, even he had a debatable. You said Chiniev versus Bud? Man, Chiniev gets knocked out. I would like to see Crawford fight Topuria, though. Just for, like, Just because he's like the next like Conor McGregor dude, and he be talking shit. He got some hands too. He got some really good hands. I would like to see that. Just me personally, because I do think dude got some skills, and he talk a lot. He talk a big game. He talk some shit. I want to see Bud Crawford put some hands on him. You know what I'm saying? I want to see dude get in the boxing ring and throw those same hands that he be throwing in that octagon. Because he do got some fucking good skills. I ain't gonna lie. He's probably one of the best UFC fighters I've seen with some hands. Him and Max Holloway. And I say he's probably he didn't he knock out Max? Yeah, so yeah, he's been knocking people out and everything. I want to see him fight Crawford, but guess what? The UFC ain't gonna make that happen. They can't afford to lose him. Salute to LT Energy. Well, let me add you as a mind. I can do that right now. Salute to LT Energy for the super chat. Wait, how do I put it on? Is it on the screen? He says, not gonna lie, I don't know what Vegas thinking on the Thurman Fedora fight. I got one time for the W. What's the odds for that one? What's the odds for that? I guess I'm gonna have to go look, but you say you got Thurman? I'm rooting for Thurman. Now, will he win? I don't know, man. I'm 100% riding with him. That's a tough task, but I think Keith can get it done. If Keith's healthy, Keith's in shape, he's gonna have to be in tremendous shape for that fight, man, because he's gonna have to be a lot of moving around. I think Keith could possibly make something happen, as long as he don't get too carried away trying to fight head on with this dude. You're gonna have to fight a very disciplined, you're gonna have to take notes from Crawford and fight a disciplined fight. Yeah, I can go orthodox. Yeah, I can do it. No, I'm gonna keep doing what's working. So he's gonna have to fight a disciplined fight against Fundora. It's a tough challenge because Keith Thurman is gonna be really small in comparison, man. Super small. But I'm rooting for him. It's a tall task, man. It's a tough challenge, too. You said Bud versus Boo Boo? That's a good one. Boo Boo, I don't know, man. Demetrius Andre was supposed to be one of the best fighters of this generation, honestly. He's supposed to be. I'm not sure what happened. You know, the lack of quality opposition. He got stale. But when you see Boo Boo Andre fight, he's like really sloppy, sloppier than he needs to be. Maybe he's just trying to put on a show for the fans because, you know, he don't want to be labeled boring, but I don't know if that sloppy stuff will work against Crawford. You don't want to be all sloppy up in there. You know what I'm saying? You said who's more dominant, Hamzat or Bud? Man, Hamzat got rocked. He got a gift win over Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns won that fight. Crawford never got no gifts. Yeah, Taporia's nice though. He's nice though. You said Boo Boo ain't got enough thump for Bud? Boo Boo got some length. I'm not sure who got the longer arms. But Boo Boo was pretty unorthodox. He could throw for some wide angles. It could be an interesting fight for sure. But I don't see Boo Boo beating Bud. I just don't see nobody beating Crawford right now. And that's not because I'm a Bud fan. I just don't see nobody breaking that aura. I don't see nobody doing it. Who else? Boo Boo Andre's been, his aura been just diminished for some time now. He's been sitting and chilling. He ain't been active. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Crawford ain't been active either, but you saw what he just did. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, I know my UFC, man. I know my UFC. I don't watch it that much these days. It ain't as UFC, I ain't gonna lie, it's not as good as it was back when Adesanya was kicking ass and, you know, Kamaru Usman and Pereira was on top. Like they really, let me just be blunt. UFC needs, they need somebody, not these like Russian Muslim guys. They don't have the personality that's gonna really grab the fans. Adesanya was the guy that they really needed. Conor McGregor. They trying with Topuria, but you know he's not really catching on with everybody. I think UFC lost a lot of its juice once Adesanya fell off. Honestly, once Adesanya kind of fell off, you know he's getting older now. You can say he's passing his prime. I think that's when the UFC fell off. They really needed that guy. They needed him. They needed guys like Jorge Masvidal to do well. You know, they're getting old. A lot of dudes getting old, man. A lot of dudes getting old. They phasing out. They got all these guys that's wrestlers now, and that's gonna be a tough sell, man. That's gonna be a tough sell. You know, for your average casual fight fan, to see a dude hold a dude, walling and stalling, laying and praying. Your average casual fight fan ain't trying to see that, man. You said what I know about victorious boxers? I know all about it, dude. That's one of the best sleeper hit boxing game ever, man. Hajime no Ippo. I know all about it. You said Bud stops Eubank Jr., Lara Boo Boo beats. Bro, I don't see nobody beating Bud. I say Crawford should do like novelty fights, maybe fight like Eubank in the UK or something. You know, just do something that's gonna kind of, I don't know, man. Because when you see Crawford, you see a guy who probably got like a good two years left. You know what I'm saying? You see a guy that probably got a good 3-4 fights left. Honestly. No wear and tear. Yeah, he looks older, but he still looks strong. In his fight against Canelo, he looked as strong. He still looked on point. Like he could still fight another 3 years. So who's to say when Crawford's sitting around, he gets that itch again. You know what I'm saying? Because he still feel like he can still do it. But there's nobody out there right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he should go fight Keith Thurman. Clean that up. You know what I'm saying? Fight Keith Thurman. Tell Keith to meet me at 160. Let's do it. If Keith gets past Fundora. I think that'll be an interesting fight. Hey, Dana ain't gonna be willing to sacrifice his UFC fighters to boxers no more. He's not doing that because the UFC is not doing good right now. UFC is not doing good. You said, yeah, Crawford had that old hard looking face. Yeah. You said Team Charlo said Charlo's on the table if he regains 54. They've been watching him. Hey, I'm in it. I'm with it, then. Crawford Charlo, let's do it. Crawford versus Jamel. Jamel fought at 68. They can meet at 160 or something. Let's do it. But Jamel got it. But then we got to wait for Jamel to do shit at 154. You know what I'm saying? Jamel got to get a nice little win or something. Adames has gotten better since they sparred, though. He has. You said Lara is more worth it? Yeah, he is, but is that a fight that's going to excite you? You know what I'm saying? Lara's one of my favorite fighters, so I have no, but is that a fight that's going to excite Crawford? It might. Lara's a technician. He's a proven veteran. I don't know, though. You said Charlo and Lara are currently on the table. I'm sure those guys would be interested. Crawford's the money man now. Crawford's the juice now. He got the juice now. Turkey put the bag on the table for these guys for them to get in the ring with Bud now. So you said Crawford should go ahead and fight Lara for that belt? You said Bud would punish Jamel? Yeah, Bud beats up Jamel, man. Bud got the aura too, man. It's going to be hard to beat Terence Crawford, even right now. It's going to be hard to beat him. The police tried to beat Bud, but even they couldn't get him. They tried to get him, though. That shit's crazy, man, how the police pull out guns and on the champ. You pull out guns on the champ, bro? What's wrong with you? Man, bro. Like, man. Come to the gym, officer. Come to the gym. Don't leave the badge and the gun at home. Come to the gym. Come see me in the gym. Bring your gear, too. You know what I'm saying? Bring your shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like I said, man, it's our turn now, right? We calling the shots, what have you done? Who you fought? Who you got on your resume? Right? Those are things that we gonna say now. Who on your resume? It's our turn now, damn it. Sat here for years listening to that foolishness. Now, what have you done? You ain't done nothing. 70-30. 60-40, whatever we give them. Oh, man. You said Jamel. Hey, Jamel and Boots would be good, man. Jamel versus Boots, the winner fights Crawford at 160. How about that? Jamel versus Boots. I need to see Boots in action, man. We gotta see Boots against Lima. I think Boots gonna look good against this dude, but that's what we expect, man. We expect him to look good. We expect him to look good against this Lima guy. This Lima dude don't got that much. His balance ain't gonna be that good. Man, it's a waste of time, really. But I guess we go see how Boots look at his 154-pound debut. You said Jamel said he got a fight announcement coming soon? Good. He needs to get back in the mix. I wonder if that thing with Spence fell through. Him and Spence was supposed to fight. You said Boots need to get some more fights scheduled 12 rounds. Hey, Errol started the whole resume thing. Yeah, man, bro, it's a clever way to diminish a fighter. Then you get fans on board. Then the fans start saying it, and it can really prevent a fighter from getting a fight, bro. We seen it. We sat here and watched it happen. You know what I'm saying? You get the fans involved, start spewing out these narratives and stuff. Yeah, man, that shit can really manipulate boxing. You said Canelo ended Jamel's career? Hey, Jamel did call out everybody recently, and nobody really said nothing. I'm looking forward to seeing what Jamel got, because when I did see him training, he looked good. I ain't gonna lie, Jamel looked good, man. He looked sharp. He looked a lot better than his brother did when we seen his brother on his comeback. You know, Jamal looked kind of lethargic and like he just haven't did it in a while. Jamel looked really good, like he needed a break. So we're gonna see if it translates into the ring. I thought Baccarat was supposed to be fighting somebody. What's up, Ascending Line Code? Keep a salute. You said sign some shit and show us. You ain't lying about that, man. You ain't lying about that. A lot of those PBC dudes be playing games. Then they end up fighting an in-house fight. Go fight, he fighting Lubin, actually. Virgil's fighting Lubin. They had their face off the other day. You said Black Ram 313? Hey, I know who Black Ram is. I don't know, man. You know, Mel got a Mel. I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm always rooting for. I told you guys, I'm always rooting for a guy to come back. You know what I'm saying? I'm always rooting for a guy to come back. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Jamel got. Because I feel like he could have beat Canelo. I think he was just playing, but maybe not. But I'm glad things ended on a good note for Bud, I guess, right? It didn't end bad. It could have ended bad. With the police officer knowing that was Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like if I was a cop and I pulled somebody over and let's just say it was Tom Brady or some shit, right? I'm like, damn, this is Tom Brady. Oh shit. Man, fuck that ticket. I'm gonna give me an autograph. You know what I'm saying? He might smell booze on his breath or something. Fuck all that. Let me get an autograph, Mr. Brady. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, bam. That's what, you know what I'm saying? But that's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Our champion, you know, damn near get guns drawn and shit and all types of other shit. You said who wins, Mel or Thurman? That's a good fight. That's a good fight. That's a good style. I think Keith Thurman has a good style for most people. Honestly, I think Keith Thurman has a good style. And I'm just going off of just, you know, assuming that Keith Thurman still got a little bit of fire left in him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just assuming if Keith got a little fire left in him. He has a good style for most people. You said Crawford versus Janabek? Janabek don't deserve that fight, bro. He just don't deserve it, dog. Salute to Obsidian Lion Codekeeper for the super chat. He says, Sensei, where Gary Russell at? He's in a shadow realm with Michael Martinez. Dojo dudes, bless Crawford and his family. Salute to you, bro. Oh, yeah. Michael Martinez disappeared, man. We ain't even seen Mike since the Canelo Crawford week debate. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen Mexican boxer fan number 1. El Chico haven't been showing up no more. You know? This is what happens, y'all. You said police would never do that to Tom Brady. I know, they wouldn't. If I was a cop, I wouldn't have done that to Tom Brady. I'll just have to get in trouble at work. But you see this cop, whoever this cop was, hopefully they post his picture on social media, his badge number, so people can know who he is. You said Tom Brady got lost since Crawford is undefeated. Tom Brady's a bad dude, though, man. He's a bad motherfucker, though, bro. Tom Brady's a bad, bad dude. Bad dude. Hey, yeah, Thurman do got a high IQ, bro. That's what I'm saying. Thurman is a tough fight for most guys. Stylistically, he's a tough fight. And he was coming on in the Pacquiao fight, but I think that fluky knockdown kind of ruined the fight for him. But he was actually coming on Pacquiao in the later half of the fight. Keith just got to protect that bread basket. He don't like to get punched in the stomach. You said Thurman finna put boys on notice. Hopefully he do, man. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Keith to go ahead and make one last stand in the fourth quarter, man. It's the fourth quarter, man. What you gonna do, Keith? It's the fourth quarter, bro. You miss part of the second, you know what I'm saying? And you miss a lot of the third quarter. You know what I'm saying? You came back at the end of the third, now you got some of the fourth. What you gonna do, dog? A lot of these fighters that we've been talking about is in the fourth quarter right now. A lot of them in the fourth quarter, man. But I'm rooting for Keith in his fight. That's the next fight I'm looking forward to. That's the next big fight coming up. Boots in his fight is a tune-up, so that's not necessarily a significant fight, but it's something that we go to definitely tune in to watch, see how Boots looks at his 154-pound debut against Lima. Still don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Don't expect him to even stand a chance against Boots, but we go see. And then, of course, after that, we got Keith Thurman, Fundora. That should be really good. Salute to LT Energy for the super chat. Wait, I'm trying to put it on the screen. Wait, how do I do it? Oh, it says Fundora too tall to catch Keith's body. Keith finna work. Hey, I'm rooting for him, dude. I'm rooting for him. Keith Thurman's probably gonna be the smallest guy that Fundora's fought. You know what I'm saying, as a professional. Probably one of the smallest guys as far as height and everything. So sometimes being a small target could be a huge advantage. So we're gonna see what Keith Thurman can do, man. I think he has the brain to get the job done, but will he get the job done? It's gonna be a tall order nonetheless. But I'm rooting for him 100% though. I would like to see him get that win. That'd be a huge win. That's a huge win. That's a huge, huge win. It's just because of the stature of this dude he's fighting. That's a big win. That's a tough win too. Yeah, Pacquiao, it felt like he threw it. I think Keith Thurman kind of took Pacquiao for granted a little bit. But we go see, man. Fundora's gonna be tough, bro. That's gonna be tough. That's a tough fight. Because Fundora's coming on his damn self as a young fighter. He's starting to get better. This is a tough fight for Keith, man. Hey, Keith can't take them consistent body shots from Fundora at all, bro. Fundora started throwing combinations. You know, Fundora likes to be active now. He started throwing just active punches. That stuff is going to start to wear on him really fast, man. And Keith don't like to get punched in the stomach. He has been slept before, but will Keith be able to do it? We go find out. Because Brian Mendoza's a bigger guy. But yeah, man, salute to everybody in the building, man. Bud Crawford, man, was held up at gunpoint today. That shit, I mean, was it yesterday night? Whatever the case, it was his birthday. He got held at gunpoint. And yeah, happy birthday to Terence Bud Crawford, man. You know, it's his birthday today. Getting held up at gunpoint, shit, that shit crazy. But, you know, I had the grand parade and all those people came out to see him and got the key to the city and almost damn near caught a bullet as well, I guess, right? Hate to even say that, but that's the reality of the situation. But I'm glad nothing happened, nothing escalated. And hopefully it gets handled, you know what I'm saying? Because that shouldn't have never have happened. You know what I'm saying? And the city of the mayor and the police chief of police should be pretty upset that this happened to the hometown kid, Terence Bud Crawford. But salute to everybody in the building. Much love to all you guys for stopping in. Make sure you guys hit that like button for your boy. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.